We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the dead. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of a harvest from an innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Monday to you. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know we just had a show last night, but yeah. Had some fun last night. Went through some video, about 17 minutes worth. If you guys want to see it again, as I said, it's up on YouTube. So show the video on the show. So if you want to watch the video aside from the show, I uploaded it separately so you guys can watch it straight through without my commentary. So that being said, tonight we're continuing the H4n Pro recorder that was left in the original hole, which is basically just basically a cave dug into the mountain, or basically into the quarry. Do have some pictures I want to share with you guys before we get started. Let me get this up real quick. These pictures are courtesy of Nevada State Prison as well as Amanda Elliott. Want to give proper credit to, she posted these on Nevada State Prison Paranormal's page. These are some of the early days of Nevada State Prison. So let's get these out of the way before we jump into the audio. Blow this up. I basically copied her comments and put it in paint. So basically this is, draw your attention to the very little building to the left of the shot that is the back of the barber shop where the first gas chamber executions took place. So that would probably be right here where that door is open on the left at the very bottom. So right where the guy is walking towards, that would more than likely be the first gas chamber where Guy John was executed. Behind the barber shop is the shoe shop, the tiny little building with the row of windows, which is right behind the execution chamber. At the bottom photo, you can make out a wooden fence. Somewhere behind that is where at the bottom, where the hangings took place of Joe Ibapa, Indian Johnny, George Kaiser, and later the shooting machine execution of Andrzej Markovich, which was the only shooting execution in the state of Nevada. That being said, again, Andrzej Markovich, if you look on the pictures right above my head, the very bottom one, and it is Andrzej Markovich. Let me see if I can get a picture of him for you guys real quick. Or do I? Do I have one of him handy? Bear with me. We're going to see if we can get this for you guys. If not, I will... Let me see. Yes, I do. This is Andrzej Markovich. Only, again, the only prisoner to be executed by firing squad. So let's get to the second one. This would be basically, I was the first gas chamber, the old shoe shop, or the old barber shop, or the old barber shop. The very edge of the photo to the right, you can see the quarry wall, which is in the back, kind of have it blocked off by the writing. But if you guys want to know the quarry wall, that's pretty much where I showed the video last night. The wooden building in the back left is where culinary stands now. It is where we just finished analyzing, and where you will see on the video from last night. Warden reports you show this approximate location of being the blacksmith shop, but it was made of quarried brick. Later on, where the casino was for the prison. NSP3. To the right, little windows like this is a ground view. The old shoe shop. Where the shoe shop housed the very first gallows execution, which is where John Hancock was hung. Again, give me a second, and I will get a picture of him up. Bear with me for 1 second. And this would be John Hancock. First person hung in Nevada State Prison. And here's the actual picture of him, which you see right above me, second in from the left. Kind of got a creepy face. But he's got a haunting face. He really does. So, yeah, that's courtesy of Nevada State Prison Paranormal and Amanda Elliott. So, special thank you out to them. These will be going into my files. So, that being said, guys, we're back to audio. We got 27 minutes into H4n Pro. We haven't had any EVPs in 17 minutes. But as you can see, let me go ahead and drag you through it. It does not look like there's going to be much to analyze except for silence. A lot of ambient outdoor noise. Might be some hidden ones in here, but as of right now with this recorder, I'm honestly not expecting much. Just the fact I got to put a recorder in here, which we weren't allowed to do the previous 2 years. I'm very glad to have been able to do that. And let me get this. Bear with me for 1 more second. Analytics. A very special thanks out to Magminds. Got a notification right before I went live that he followed. I'm not sure who that is. I don't know if that's George, who I just met actually coming in this evening from work. Had a gentleman stop me walking a Schnauzer. He's like, "Oh, my wife and I are really into the paranormal. We've constantly see your Jeep out here. We kind of wondered whose it was because we're really into it." So, asking some of the questions, haunted locations close to Vegas, of course, Chloride, Rhyolite, Beatty, Goldfield, Tonopah, Boulder City, certain areas, Green Valley Park. Just certain other areas, local, a lot of ones local we can't get into without twisting some arms. So, special hello out to George and his wife if they're watching. I'd say just get stopped. People see the paranormal inside of the Jeep, and it's flattering. I can sit and talk paranormal all night. If it wasn't for the show tonight, I probably'd still be out there standing talking. But so, if there are any questions around the paranormal, again, please don't hesitate to ask. I can stop the audio and answer all your questions. So, and also on a Twitch small streamers page on Facebook, gentleman out there starting the paranormal. So he's going to start doing a paranormal show like this, showing videos about the paranormal investigations, all that. So if that happened to him as well, who followed, special thank you out to you, sir. We'll check that out after the show and throw you a follow as well. But without talking the show away, hope you guys got your headphones on, someplace comfortable to sit, something cool to drink, and hope you're paying attention. Because we're going to have to go through a lot of ambient sound to find the EVPs tonight. Let's get started. So again, this is probably 5 in the evening, so we're going to have a lot of birds. And hopefully it quiets down a little bit here in an hour or so with the audio. I made the same mistake last year, setting it on a different gate outside, and we had nothing but 6 hours of this with one EVP in 6 hours. We've already gotten nothing. Debunked. We've already gotten 3 so far. Well, 3 in 10 minutes. 3 in 10 minutes and 10 seconds. And 35. And the 3 were within about 45 seconds of each other. So are we going to get any more? I don't know. Again, hope you guys like the new emotes for the show, or the sub badges. If I got a hold of Bug today, GameBug TV, told him I needed some emotes. What kind you need? So we'll see what he responds with. I want to get like 7. And I'm going to get special emotes for the people who sub. Just as we grow, we're going to start adding. I'm just going to start adding. I think we're at that point where 330 shows? 329 shows? So yeah, we're right there to where I need to start adding. What was that? Nothing. Yeah, we're going to slowly grow the show as the next year progresses. It's going to be a lot more video. So I think next year all the recorders are going to be static, and I'm just going to carry the GoPro and film. But this time I'm going to have it probably facing me. What the hell is that? don't want to say that's paranormal. I can't say it's paranormal, but it's definitely out of the ordinary or out of the usual. And again, for any of you guys that are here for the first time tonight, we're analyzing Nevada State Prison, my third investigation of the prison. We are on our 7th record out of 18 on night 1. So we still have 11 more recorders to go through for night 1. Then we started all over for 2 and 3. Have a lot of videos still to share. And just for the simple fact of investigating the prison, analyzing the evidence, all the faces that you see around the edge of the screen are inmates who were executed in Nevada State Prison. All the ones they had pictures of. Now, the ones above my head are the specials. Don't want to say specials like that, but the firsts of Nevada State Prison. The one right here, directly above me, is Jesse Bishop. He was the first one executed when they brought back the executions to Nevada. Next over is Guy John, first to be executed by lethal gas in Nevada and United States, I think. John Hancock, first to be hung at Nevada State Prison. This is Edward Carroll Cole, the first to die by lethal injection in Nevada. And right here at the bottom, Andreza Mirkovich, the only person in Nevada to be executed by firing squad. So if you're interested in any of the other names, let me know and I can post a link. I can't go through all the names. It'd take all night. But the most interesting one is 5 over on the left for me. Floyd Burton Loveless. There's a book out there. Hold on, go back. Okay, nothing. Floyd Burton Loveless. There's a book out there called The Boy Nevada Killed. Tried for murder at 15 years old, executed 17 years old by lethal gas in Nevada. Murdered a constable, fled, they caught him. Whole messy trial. That's a bird. This is the downside of static recorders. If you don't know what static is, basically, find a location in the prison, hit record, announce where it's being left at, what night it is, set it down, walk away. You don't come back to the recorder until the night's over when you're done investigating. So basically, you could get 6 hours of silence, or you could get 6 hours of EVPs. We've gotten both. To where we've gotten 40 or 50 EVPs off one static recorder. But this one, I doubt we're going to get much. And again, for those... who haven't known, this is Nevada State Prison, including all these buildings up top. So we had access to virtually everything you're seeing on this map, or on this picture. Minus this great big long white building, and the one right across from it. And as I don't want to say boring, but as tedious as this gets, this is what you don't see on TV. All these TV shows, they have to go through hours upon hours of audio to find something for their show. They don't just go in for 1 or 2 nights. These TV shows, they go in for a week. They go in for a freaking week to investigate. And they cut it down to a 2-hour show. Now, the shows that have investigated here, Destination Fear, Ghost Adventures, of course. Forget the guy on YouTube. Really damn cool guy. Let me see if I can remember his name. The Haunted Side, really good guys. Really good group. Bear with me, let me find this real quick because it's bothering me now. Omar Gosh. YouTube, really cool guy. Check out his channel as well. All gone in for multiple nights. Let me pause this for the. If you guys are interested in the evidence that I caught from my first 2 investigations, if you scroll down on the channel, join the Discord. In Discord, at the very bottom of the page, click on Documents. I typed out all the evidence that we got from both investigations, so you can feel free to read through it if you want. Download it, save it, share it with your friends. Everything was typed out, where we got it, where in the prison and what questions were asked, and if it was residual. So, 436 EVPs on the first investigation, 469 EVPs on the second investigation. Third investigation, we were there 3 nights instead of 2. Also, if you scroll down, list of books that I suggest, as well as some of the locations I have investigated. And links to all the socials and random other BS. What's up, Mag? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the show. And again, you figure it's 5:30, 6 o'clock right now for the investigation, not actual time now, but hopefully the birds subside here shortly. It's one thing I despise. I was right when I saw the notification when I saw the fact you follow the channel. George Wright. You're Georgie. And like I said, I remember names. I put a name to a movie. And so I put your name to basically the movie It. Got a twisted way to remember names. So yeah, what you're listening to right now, Static Recorder. I'm not anticipating too many EVPs out of this. Hey Georgie, I got a balloon for you. We all float down here. And Grinch is here. How you doing tonight, Grinch? Good to see ya. Welcome back. Do have since you're back tonight, Grinch, I actually got subscriber badges for everybody. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I don't know if this is it, so actually I need to let me switch scenes real quick just in case this isn't the right one. It is, so we're good. These are actually the new these are the new sub badges. 1 month, 2 month, 6 month, year, year and a half, and 2 years. So yeah, got new sub badges for everybody, for those who subscribe. New emotes will be coming soon. It's a crow in the background, not paranormal. I think crows and ravens are awesome. But yeah, I got contacted my buddy Gamebug TV. Let him know I'm gonna need a new intro video here soon, but I need emotes. Everybody's been hounding me about emotes for the chat, so we're gonna work on one for confirming EVPs, debunking EVPs, something scary, something funny, something adult humor. So yeah, we're gonna have some coming. What do you think about the East Side Murder, Kitties in the Hood? I know nothing about that, Mag. I don't go anywhere near the hood for one. East Side Murder, Kitties in the Hood. I might have to look that up. Not entirely sure what that is.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm trying to find the picture for you guys so you can see where the recorder is being left. The recorder is being left on the other side of this gate. Basically a hole inside of a room inside of a mountain. So this is the original hole for the prison. So with that being said, for the sub, you all know the routine, and for those that are here for the first time who don't, spicy jelly beans. Every time there's a sub, I do 2 spins and eat 2 of these spicy freaking jelly beans. So we need to where's my wheel at? There it is. So let's get the 2 spins out of the way.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? I'll be right back.
Okay, here's the sriracha.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nominations, shall we? I'll be right back.
And here's the cayenne. So, thank you for the sub. Thank you for torturing me with the jelly beans. Yeah, we need a spicy emote for sure. That is definitely a hot tamale. Ooh. Wow. Not heartburn. It's only hot for a minute. What gave me heartburn was when I think it was MDS donated like 50 subs. I had to eat the entire box of jelly beans. It was amazing for you guys. That was just torture for me. It took me like 5 minutes to finish it. It sucked. It really sucked. So what I'm thinking on doing, before I forget, that's for the sub. I'm thinking about doing either the one chip challenge or the death nut challenge. But that's not going to be cheap. I don't know if I can do the toe of Satan. I'm not crazy about suckers. And plus, that just pools in your mouth. I ain't no sucker for a sucker. Sorry. And out of all of them, let me go back to this. This is Neil Pitney. This, if you see him on the bottom left of your screen, he was not executed. He's the only one out of all these pictures that was not executed. He actually he overdosed on heroin. He was locked up, basically for killing his mother. Decapitated her, did Norman Bates shit to her. So very, very twisted individual. Overdosed on heroin in his cell. Now, when we get to night 3 and get the audio in night 3, I actually ask, did you overdose or were you helped? I don't think he overdosed by himself. I just have that weird gut feeling that somebody helped him overdose. I don't know if it was another prisoner or one of the guards. You're like, you killed your mother? Here's a hot dose. You're done. And just so everybody knows, this is actually my favorite part of the prison. This is my favorite place to investigate. The execution chamber. Well, up in those cells, as you'll see in video later, you have a cell to yourself. It's not 2 men to a cell. It's 1 man to a cell. But there's like 12 cells to a pod, or 12 cells to a pod. So could somebody have snuck in and done it? Quite possibly. And that's the thing. Left open or hold on. Get past the airplane. Sorry. Most of the day those cells were left open. You know, they came in and out of the cells as they pleased. They weren't locked down 23 hours a day. A lot of those upper pods in Nevada State Prison, if you were a non-violent offender, you basically had a door like your house. You just had a basic lock on your door. You could actually open and go in the pod and go in and out as you wanted to. That's a door shutting. Okay, we should not be hearing this. We should not be hearing cell door sounds. There's no cell doors here, it's a gate. So this is actual potential evidence. It's residual, but it's evidence. So, because we can't officially confirm that, I'm not debunking it. I'm just saying it's residual energy. We don't usually, unless it's earth-shattering, door-slamming action, we don't count it. Just hearing the click, we're not going to count it. And Grant, you were a correctional officer, then yeah, you know how it goes. You know, this guy's in here as a pedophile. I'm gonna go check my logbook real quick. Oops, I forgot to shut the cell. The shakedowns. The kites going from cell to cell. Max security, I know the way is. Things go south. One of the cell blocks you're going to see on night 3, up in one of the upper pods, the guy hung himself with his bed sheet. Now, I'm not going to give it away, but you're going to see what we did to antagonize a response. Again, like with Neil Pitney, I don't think he hung himself. You're a cellmate with somebody, you're not going to let them off themselves. Just human nature. I knew the top Aryan brother was safe because I'm white. One inmate called me a few names and he's... Yeah, I bet they would. I bet they would. For one, even if you know them, that aside, nobody wants to be on lockdown. Nobody wants to have privileges taken away. And you disrespect a guard, male or female for that matter. The guard, unless the guard does something to provoke it, you know, it's that other prisoner is going to catch an ass beating and be told, don't fuck up again. You know, the 3 of the docents was my porter. He took out my trash nightly for me. Awesome. So he fucked up. 3 of the docents at the prison, in Nevada State Prison, are former prison guards. 2 of them in Nevada State Prison. Okay. We can debunk that. You know, I stood in some of these areas, you know. I stood in ISO. I couldn't do it. You know, just standing in some of these cells, I don't ever want to go to jail. I don't ever want to go to prison. It's just like, even in a larger cell with 1 person per cell, it's claustrophobic as hell. You know, even if you got a 14 by 10 cell or a 12 by 10 cell, it's still And the upper pods, they if I remember right, shut down for security reasons. When you walk in, immediately to the right, you go into the guard office, and it's kind of tucked to the side towards A. You got a blind spot over to D, and you got a full blind spot into A. So the only ones you could really see are B and C. The other two on the side are, it's like driving next to a semi. You can't see to your right or directly to right or left. So that's where, a lot of right out there in the rotunda is where a lot of violence happened. Did I do the jump scare? Sounds like wind. Just saying, guys, we got another 5.5 hours of this one to go. The next recorder is going to be one of the more active ones, I promise. I'm going to choose one of the active areas just so we can make up for having a slow recorder. Do one in one of the upper cell blocks. See, let's just scan through this real quick. Might be a couple areas in there with something. We're not giving up yet. We're definitely not going to give up. I did find a file yesterday. I was going through all my old emails with one of my old investigations. This is from Goldfield, Nevada. This is back when I first started investigating. That room right there is a safe. That's one of the original safes from Goldfield. We're talking 1906. That door from the fire that burned down Goldfield, that door is practically heat welded open. You can't move it this much. During the night, we were watching it on camera, and we watched that door move about 6 inches. It took 4 of us to try to move it, and we couldn't do it. I know I'm breaking away from the prison, but don't worry, that's just lens flare. That's not an orb. And that's a lens flare too. The original foundation to the building, of one of the buildings here in Goldfield. Sounded like a duck. Yep, that's a duck. That's the downside about putting these recorders so close to the outside. You get every piece of wildlife imaginable. Even on the GoPro, we got a rabbit, we got a coyote, we got a deer. You know, it's like, okay, this is Wild Kingdom. We're on a paranormal investigation. And we're getting more evidence from the freaking wildlife. It's like, come on. We're inside of a gated prison. And this cave, this isolation, the hole, there's an inmate named Eugene Austin. Spent, I think it was like, what, 15 years in the hole in a cave. So violent, he was so violent, they had to isolate him and they lobotomized him. Very, very sad. You get a chance, you guys should go on YouTube, type in Eugene Austin, Nevada State Prison. They did, it's like about a 5-minute interview with him after he had been lobotomized. It's pain. Excuse me. It's actually very painful to watch. Your heart breaks for the guy, because even the reporter can't understand him. I don't know if this still works, but if it does, this is just for the birds. So this one's kind of unique. You're not going to hear a gust of wind inside that cave. Not where I had the recorder. It almost sounds like something's brushing by it. There's nothing on either side of that sound. So it's definitely out of the ordinary. Let's I want to clear this up a little bit and see if maybe we can clean this up just a hair. No. Then again, this might just be the wind. And motorcycle. You know, at least this isn't like analyzing Nye County Courthouse up in Tonopah. That was one of the worst audios we ever had to go through. On one recorder, we had 6 hours where it sounded like the same freaking rice rocket car going up and down the street with that great big exhaust on it, that annoying freaking exhaust on it. Like every 10 minutes we hear that going by, and it's like, does this guy have a life? Then it's like, come on. I wanted to go find that car and stick a cantaloupe in the tailpipe. Even freaking they're investigating. It's like, when I analyze this, guys, we're gonna have problems. And while the birds are singing, I'll go ahead and touch bases on this. And I've been asked this hundreds of times. Is it better to investigate during the day or at night? Honestly, it doesn't matter. The prison, it was more active during the day. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to think more EVPs during the day. Because at night, why? Prisoners are sleeping. Courthouse, all the activity went on during the day. Brothels, all the activity went on at night. Bars, at night. However, on a scientific level, it is better to investigate at night. Why? There's less ambient outside noise like we're hearing. Birds, cars, motorcycles, airplanes. There's less human traffic at night. So best bet between 9 at night and 3 in the morning. And don't listen to that 3 a.m.'s the witching hour. That's Hollywood talking. Oh, 3 knocks. Hollywood. You know, it's mocking the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No, it's not. What's that? Table wrappers back from the 16 and 1700s, the old like mystics who use crystal balls. So yeah, tie that into that. But again, spirits are going to talk to who they want to talk to. You could go back to a location 100 times and never get one EVP. You go back that 101st, and the spirits won't shut up. They just might finally sense something. Hey, this guy's here for the right reasons. Let's talk to him. But then again, they can be like, yeah, we're staying right here and watching. I've gone to look. I went through a spell for about uh, 6 or 7 months when I didn't get one EVP. Going out on investigations, the rest of the team was getting evidence. I was getting bupkis, the big fat goose egg. The only exception for all my investigations is Nevada State Prison. First investigation, 2 nights. Hold on. That might be something. At least we have something to analyze here. Okay, let's don't worry, I'm not going to hit play here. I'm not going to blow out your eardrums. What if I apply that? I go. Now we're getting to the tricky part. We got to be careful how much we clean up, that we're not going to completely distort it. But then again, we got to make sure that if it is an EVP, we don't alter it. Okay, it makes it very choppy. It's like it's like a garbled Morse code. So this, unfortunately, not going to be evidence. One, it's nowhere near clear enough. Sounds like it yelled into a towel 100 yards away. So we just got to take our losses and move on. Wait a second. Okay, but as I was saying, first investigation of the prison, I had 12 recorders. We had 436 EVPs. Second investigation, I had 15 recorders. We had 469 EVPs in 2 nights. This investigation, we had like 19 or 20 recorders in 3 nights. And we're still stuck at 98 EVPs on night 1, with 12 more to go. Plus the video. Now, if you missed the show last night, what I can do is I can close the show with the video from last night. If you guys are so inclined, I can go ahead and run the video from last night again for those who missed it, so you don't have to go back over, don't have to go back and watch the VODs. That way, if you have any questions, I can go ahead and answer them for you tonight. So here in about 8 minutes, if you guys want, I'll play the video again. Yay, nay? What say you guys? Whoa, hold on. Ah, here we go. Let's keep going up here with the vocal enhancer, because I do believe we caught one. No, I don't want to go there. Okay, effects, one more. All right, let's bump this up. 5, go in. Okay. Uh, Now we're going to have to do the fun. And I generally hate doing it this way. One, it takes a couple of minutes, and a lot of times it'll make it very hollow. If it makes it hollow, we can just revert and keep going. But if it works, okay. Hopefully this didn't make it hollow. No, it made it wiry. Shit. Now we got to do it the other way. Maybe. Okay, maybe reverb first. Go back in, do some vocal enhancing. Which I think is going to be the best bet. The warbling. Is that saying look here, come here, something? It's definitely evidence. This is definitely an EVP. So, okay, effects. Without going into the field itself. Okay. There we go. Look here. We got an EVP tonight. And that sounds like a female voice. And that's kind of odd. Let's get this saved. All right, and that's another one for the meter. 2351 overall. That is EVP number 99 for the prison. We're not going to hit 100 tonight, but we did get one. Where are we at anyway? So I'm going to, yeah, Grant, this is a nice one. Been an hour and 10 minutes of audio without getting anything. Little warbled, but it's there. So now, question for you guys. Do you want me to replay the video from last night, or do you want to continue on with the audio for the next 15 minutes? I'll let you guys decide. So, I kind of like to do the video, but we already played it. But it'd be a good way to close out the show tonight. So, to make up for not getting for basically an hour of nothing. So I think, yeah, we're gonna play the video. So get over to it. Here we go. This is basically starting out the night. Not a lot of investigating. It's entering the courtyard, up to culinary, then up to the beginning of the infirmary. All right, this is Brent, Joe, Nevada State Prison. This is night 1, visit 3. We're starting off in the courtyard. We're going to head over to culinary to start out. Now, we do have another team here. Not sure where they're at, so if they're in culinary, we'll switch around. We're going to try to get as much ground covered tonight as we can and dig into the investigating as much as we can and get into it more tomorrow night. So enjoy the view, guys. And just so you know, that other guy, that is Dead Ned's 007. So he wanted his first investigation, so he joined. Just left culinary. Make sure that mic is working. Pick it up. I hope so. If not, I just wasted my money. So what you're seeing here on the right is the old quarry. So